Hi, it's September 19th, 2012. I'm walking in the woods behind the house that I grew up in Chautauqua County, western New York. The goldenrod is out in full force. The leaves are just starting to change. They're mostly green, but the chlorophyll is starting to die as the leaves senesce, die, fall off, and the carotenoids and anthocyanins inside the leaves are starting to be exposed and show their color. And mushrooms are bursting out of the soil. It's a really fun time to be watching the life out here. Watching the diversity of life and the kind of slow decay, but how the slow decay and death in the forest sets the stage for new life to sprout next spring. I was reading about Aldo Leopold this morning and how some audio ecologists have pieced together the sounds of Sauk County. I thought it was Sand County, but it said Sauk County in the article. In Wisconsin from around 1940, based on field notes taken by Aldo Leopold himself. And it's really difficult for them to kind of provide a backdrop, a acoustic backdrop for these sounds because of all the noise pollution that's all over. They made the point in this article that I read this morning that no spot in the United States is more than 35 kilometers away from a road where motorized vehicles run, and this makes it really difficult to recreate the audio soundscape of the past. Even here where I'm standing, there's an engine plant, Cummins engine plant. It's just down the way from me here, and I can hear them, but I can also hear the insects out. As I was walking with the dogs, I could hear the wings of a turkey fly away as we approached. I can hear the water coming down the creek where the rain from last night is now gathering. When I walk around at any time of year, even in the dead of winter, the smell of the air, the smell of rotting soil promises to show new life in the spring, and I just get overwhelmed with the tingling feeling. I have no religion whatsoever. I have no faith in anything I don't have evidence for, and yet this still gives me this very spiritual, kind of uplifting feeling when I'm out here. There was a film that was released last week called The Innocence of Muslims, and it's a poorly made, inflammatory film that depicts the Prophet Muhammad just as a tyrant and intentionally provokes Muslims around the world. And because of that, there have been worldwide protests where people are chanting "Death to America." Well, America may not be perfect, and there's a lot of faults, and there's a lot of bad decisions that have been made in our history. However, the American people are good people, at least a lot of them are, and we're a country of free thinkers, we're a country of religious people, we're a country of atheists, we're a country of tolerance, and that's a bedrock value: tolerance, religious tolerance, tolerance for free speech, even respect for free speech. And it's something I want to echo here in these videos and on my blog, that we hold these values above all else: tolerance and freedom of religion, freedom from religion, freedom of speech, freedom from speech. We can be quiet, we can be loud, we can be obnoxious, we can be whatever we want, because we have this land and this freedom. And if you start killing us and Americans go to war, it's a terrible, terrible thing. I would much rather live in a world where everyone in the world chants life to the world rather than a phrase like death to America. I'm not a jingoist or a nationalist or anything like that, but I have pride for the country where I was born and the history on which it's founded. And I hope that through dialogue we can make this world better. And if you're angry because of the video that was posted on the internet last week depicting the Prophet Muhammad, make a video in response. Put your thoughts out there. Don't take up arms. That's not what we're about. Thanks for listening, and I hope to see you at tompainesghost.com. This is me, Kristopher Hite, and Boomer, the dog, signing off.